Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Homo Show.
Yeah, and we are in Pride Month.
We are in Pride Month, and tonight
celebrating queers.
Queers,
all
queers.
that is queer.
So we're doing a fundraiser on the 29th of October. Currently hosted by I Love Melville.live, and there's sponsored food and drink.
Entertainment.
We've got the Avalon Quartet. We've got the Mamas.
Lilo's going to perform.
And Robert Whitehead. Patsy City, I tell you. There was everybody everywhere.
And welcome to Sports Intake with myself, Sifiso and Asirane. What's up, Asirane? How you been, man?
I'm good. How are you, my dog?
I'm good. We had actually a pumped weekend. We had a weekend full of shocking sports results. A very busy weekend.
It was a very busy weekend this past weekend.
Right. So many resignations. There have been winnings, championship wins, PGA wins, NBA title wins as well.
Formula One wins,
Formula One
GP wins. Hey, it was a crazy weekend.
It was a winning weekend. Now
we're here to talk about it and discuss about it.
All right, man. So kick us off with some golf news. You were saying?
Yeah, okay. The South Korea's First Lady Kim Young won her first major LPGA title at the age of 27.
Impressive.
Yeah, she took the trophy back home at the KPMG Women's PGA Championships on Sunday. That was yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
In other news, in terms of golf, my man, Ernie Els, the Big Easy. South African won the PGA Tours Championships SAS Championship.
Yeah.
Basically, Els birdied the final two holes to hold off Scotland's Colin Montgomery.
Yeah.
As the 50-year-old second PGA Championship title. So it's actually it's a lot.
And no, he missed the 3-footer to get in a playoff.
Is it?
Yeah. Wow. But then yesterday he made a 40-footer win.
Wow.
That's impressive.
I don't know what a 40-footer is, but yeah, no.
It's a 40-foot birdie.
It sounds impressive. No, it sounds impressive. I mean, for a man of his age, 50 years, he's still coming out. Basically, boom.
I think after this one he might retire. Eh?
You think?
I think so. 50. But he's still got the swings. Actually,
you say so?
Yeah.
So I think if he still has it, then why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not
continue?
Why not? So now we're gonna move along to some NBA news, guys. The NBA championship came to an end in the early hours of this morning with the LA Lakers defeating the Miami Heat to capture the 17th NBA title. Wow, and interestingly on that, LeBron James, it's his fourth NBA MVP Finals championship. It's his fourth championship as well.
And so the 11th Finals triple double.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So quite impressive by LeBron.
It's very impressive. And it's the Lakers' first championship in a decade. So the last time they won was in 2010 with Kobe Bryant. So they defeated the Miami Heat 106-93.
Yeah.
LeBron actually he delivered 28 points, 14 rebounds, and 10 assists. 10 assists, basically.
And one steal. So he's
good.
good.
To capture his fourth NBA title with his third team,
And see, now he's on the fantasy leaders is number one now, with the average score of 61.8.
Yeah. But would you say that? What do you think, though? Do you think LeBron? This is where we can actually say that LeBron is one of the greatest.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest of all times now.
You think so?
I think so. Like fourth NBA Finals MVP.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
You don't know. Who do you think? Who can top him now? Actually,
I think because he won with different teams. But
yeah,
he won with different teams. That's what makes him.
Yeah.
For me, he did what he did. But also on that, there's a player called Rajon Rondo, who's basically the sixth man of the Lakers.
Yeah.
So he won his second title.
Yeah.
And with it's his second title, but he's the first player to win it with the Lakers and the Boston Celtics. So those two have like a rivalry.
Yeah,
they really don't get along. They're very fierce. So he's the first player basically to win it with both sides.
On the fantasy leaders board, he's number 5.
But yeah, no.
With the average of 28.8.
That's not bad though.
That's not bad, yeah.
I think that's very impressive.
He's on the top 5.
When you think about it, that's very impressive though.
Yeah.
That is very impressive. So now what we're gonna do now, we're gonna move on to some tennis news.
Wow. What a great weekend on tennis, eh?
Right.
Roland Garros.
Came to an end.
It
Yes.
came to an end,
Mm-hmm.
and like, oh, it was trending on Twitter
Mm-hmm.
every day, or like on your WhatsApp statuses, you'd
Mm-hmm.
see Rafael Nadal.
The king of clay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, he broke the record also too, because he has now 20 Grand Slams titles. Now he's matching with Roger Federer.
That's impressive, man.
That's impressive. Yeah.
And basically demolishing Novak Djokovic in 3 sets, 6-2, 6-love, and 7-5.
Oh,
And on top of that, it's his 13th French Open win.
yeah,
You know, when you think about it, it's also he claimed his 100th match win at Roland Garros,
yeah,
um,
that,
against just 2 defeats. He's only lost twice,
yeah.
and he's never dropped the sets of this whole tournament.
That's quite impressive.
You know what I'm saying?
Quite impressive.
That's a feat. That's really worth.
His first Roland Garros win was back in 2005.
That's very impressive.
Then he won his 13th one now, 2020. 15 years apart.
Right.
Then he got 13 Roland Garros titles. Wow, that's impressive.
That's impressive.
That's impressive. Well, on the Grand Slam titles, it's
Mhm.
Nadal now at 20, Roger Federer at 20, Novak Djokovic at 17, then Pete Sampras at 14.
Yeah, so that's really a gap between the three of them now.
Yeah,
Basically, it's between Novak and the two kings up there. It's only three,
yeah.
so it's gonna say a lot. So another thing that happened yesterday, Roger Federer has come out to say that he he saw Nadal's equaling 20th win,
Yeah,
and he just hailed it as one of sports' greatest achievements. You know,
nice.
he's come out to say that he's always had the utmost respect
Yeah,
for his friend Rafa as a person in the championship, and as his greatest rival over the years, he believes that they pushed each other to become better players.
yeah,
And it's an honor for him to congratulate him on his
yeah,
20th Grand Slam victory. So he came out on Twitter and said that, and I think that's great, man. And in terms of sportsmanship and camaraderie,
yeah,
it's impressive that your great your next opponent can come out and say that, yo, man, congrats. It shows that you're the bigger person. What do you
yeah.
think about that, though?
Like, it's great sportsmanship.
Mm-hmm.
You're showing basically great sportsmanship.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like the work you put in all your work, but then
Mm-hmm.
he won. Nadal won at the end of the day, and you still have to congratulate him.
Yeah.
That's sportsmanship. That's actually, I respect him for doing that.
That's
I
what's up.
respect him for doing that.
I think that's impressive. I mean, when you keep it that way, um, it's a thing that just keep the love there.
Yeah,
I mean, keep
because
the love
like
there.
both of them, they just wanted to break records.
That's what pushes them.
Yeah, that's what pushes them.
On top, on the other side, on the women's side, Iga Swiatek
Yeah,
was crowned the ladies' first Grand Slam champion. It's her first time.
yeah,
The 19-year-old basically ensured a place in history as Poland's first major singles champion. So
yeah.
this one happened on Saturday, and she
Mhm.
became the ninth woman in 14 tournaments to secure her maiden slam title.
Well
Yeah,
done.
you know.
Well done to her.
Swiatek also came out to say that it also came out. If you don't know that, what happens that she used the corona virus lockdown
Yeah,
to complete her graduation exam, and it's basically toyed with the idea of continuing with her studies and also playing tennis professionally. But maybe she'll see what happens, and but maybe she'll go down the same route as her opponent in the Roland Garros final.
yeah,
So her opponent, Sophia Klein,
yeah,
Sophia Kenin, excuse me,
yeah.
she's 21. She turned down a scholarship at the University of Miami in 2017 after holding her own against Maria Sharapova in the third round of that year's US Open.
That's kind of like a boss move.
Right,
Legendary. Turning it down.
dude.
What?
On top of that, her story is so remarkable, dude. She went on to win the Australian Open in January and narrowly missed out on becoming the first woman to capture two majors in the same year since Angelique Kerber in 2016.
Man, that's quite impressive. Like,
So,
I love seeing women win though.
maybe the University of Miami was like, yo, dude, she's holding her own against Sharapova.
Yeah.
Why didn't she come? Let's give her a scholarship.
Yeah.
Come study for free. That's really impressive.
Because they said it was like a 6-4 and 6-1.
You see what I'm saying? That's how
Mm.
close it is. That's how close it
Quite
is.
close.
That's basically wow, man.
Mm.
Yeah.
Then also on the Roland Garros, the German duo Kevin and Andreas retained their Roland Garros doubles crown as they beat Matt Pavic and Bruno Soares. on a 6-3 and 7-5 set.
That's the part of the game that's actually really slept on, hey?
Yeah,
The the double side.
yeah.
The double side, people are really sleeping on the double side. They don't really think much of it.
At least they retain their Roland Garros doubles crown. Eh?
You know, you
Yeah.
know.
So they mean business, eh?
Yeah, no, they
They,
do. I
they
mean,
mean business.
when you look at it, my man, hey, they should mean business.
Yeah, hey, it's a Roland Garros.
I mean, it's a lot of money in
Yeah,
Roland Garros,
you,
man.
you can't afford to slip up there.
It's not small money that we're talking about there.
We're talking about euros,
No, we're talking about big money there.
big money.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just really sad that Kevin Anderson just maybe didn't
Mm,
do what he did. He didn't really perform
mm,
at the greatest of tournaments.
yeah,
So it would have been great for him to basically be there and doing what he does from a South African point of view. Though maybe in the future, we don't know. Let's
yeah.
give him time. Let's give him time. Let's give
Should
him
just
time.
give him more time, actually.
So what are you touching on now, man? We want to touch on what? Some Springbok news
Springbok.
or some rapping news. Kick off with some rapping news actually. Then we'll touch on some Springbok news.
All right, some rugby news. The Wallabies and the All Blacks played out to a thrilling 16-16 draw in a gripping opening at the Blitzhawk Cup 2020 test in Wellington.
Okay, nah, that's not
16-16.
bad. That's tight.
That's tight. So, actually, like the Wallabies and the All Blacks are quite strong.
They're very evenly matched actually.
Yeah, they evenly managed. They're strong teams. Like, no, like this one, you wouldn't put your money on it, actually.
Is it?
16-16. That's so close. 16-16.
It really really happens. I was watching a documentary last night about the Springboks.
Yeah.
That's been showing right now, and I
Yeah.
saw that they were actually losing, and they came to draw with New Zealand 16-16 last year.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean 16-16. It's a
Yeah.
really really rare feat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, you get there. I mean, like, how often do you hear of a rugby match drawing 16-16?
16. Like, yeah, it's quite rare, actually.
It is very
Yeah,
rare.
it's very rare.
It
It's
is very
very
rare.
rare. So, yeah, then the Super Rugby also kicked off this weekend. Now, the Vodacom Blue Bulls, they won their first Super Rugby unlocked against the Tafolaga Griquas. It was the first game actually for the season. It was a 10 all the break, but the home side found an extra gear that saw them add 2 tries, one of which was a penalty try, by the way. Yeah. So they added it onto the tally on the second half. Then the Bulls won 30, Griquas 23. They were playing at the Loftus actually. So the Bulls kind of had a
Home
home
ground
advantage.
advantage.
You understand? So yeah, they played very well actually, but it's a close call too. The Griquas, if they put in more, like they just needed one more try, yeah, and one more penalty try, then they could have been there.
Ah, no, man. I mean, it's still early days, I think. I
Yeah,
mean,
it was the first
moment,
game,
yeah,
eh?
it's still early games, I think.
But the first game is also important because it gives you an advantage to lead. Yeah, never slip up. So yeah, then the Cheetahs was hosting the Pakisa Pumas. The Cheetahs have been dominant. They scored 6 tries and secured the bonus point. Malcolm and Speckman have both gone over the try line twice in the half. Pinar and Pokumela, the other try scorers. The full-time score was the Cheetahs 53, Pakamisa Pumas 31.
Not bad. Not bad.
Well,
not
it is
bad.
bad.
Not bad. No, no.
6 tries.
I really, for me, rugby, man, we look at it basically on how you ended, not how you started.
Yeah.
For me, it's how you finish.
Yeah, but 53-31. Well, shout out to the Pumas.
Yeah, no,
actually, shout out to
53
the Cheetahs. Cheetahs, they played very well, actually. So they were kind of fit.
Yeah, no, the Cheetahs have been very, very.
Yeah.
They exercise a lot. Yeah, no, they. I mean, it's very important. They put the work in.
Yeah.
They put the work in. They put the work in.
And
honestly speaking.
also, yeah, here's another one. The Sharks played with the Lions. There was a high drama at the Johnson Kings Park. The Sharks were too strong as they prevailed 1916 to get off to a winning start of the Super Rugby Unlocked.
That's good.
1916, that's close.
That's very close.
That's close.
I think that's just one. It's like a conversion away, basically a try and a conversion.
Yeah.
It's not-
Basically. But for me, like if I was a Lions player, I'd be pissed actually. I'd
Why?
be mad. Like 1916. Like you just needed more one try.
These things happen, man. I mean, the Lions are very up and down. They have their days.
Yeah.
They really have their days. I mean, Yeah, they're up and down, honestly speaking.
Mm, But how would you feel though losing 1916? That's a close call.
But 1960s are getting beat 2-1
Yeah, basically
or 1-0 professional score.
professional score. Yeah, you should keep the team's integrity.
uh,
Do you understand?
no, I hear what you're saying, my
Yeah,
brother.
you should keep the team's integrity. Like, don't do that. You see what the cheaters did to the Pumas,
Mm.
53-31. But that's not bad actually.
But I mean, the Pumas aren't really like a very strong team.
Yeah, but they try. They try. They
No,
try.
no, they're there.
Yeah,
They're there.
they'll
Now,
get there one day.
now we're gonna touch on some Springbok news, my man.
Yeah,
So you know the rugby championship is coming, it's coming up, right? So
it's
the Springboks is basically the world champion, the participation of the world champion South Africa
yeah,
in the 2020 rugby championship hangs in the balance. Basically, they released a statement on Saturday that a decision would be made next week, which is this week.
yeah,
So, a coronavirus induced ban on the international sport by the South African government was lifted recently,
yeah.
and the national football team hosted Namibia this week. So,
Oh,
Bafana Bafana played Namibia
yeah,
on Thursday, I think it was.
yeah.
It was
It was
on Thursday, yeah.
Thursday.
So, we're going to touch on more soccer news later on.
Yeah,
But the South African rugby officials basically are seeking further clarification from the sports ministry as to how the regulations governing the participation would affect the Springboks. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So they released a statement saying that decision will be made early next week on whether South Africa will defend their title won last year in the single round tournament due to the World Cup.
yeah,
And basically, competitive rugby in South Africa resumed only this Friday after 6 months suspension triggered by COVID-19.
yeah,
But there's a concern about the readiness of players in Test rugby,
yeah,
because remember, I've said that the coach of the Springbok Jacques Nienaber
yeah,
has mentioned that he wouldn't favor competing
yeah,
unless
yeah,
the players that have chosen have just played a minimum of 6 matches, which is 500 minutes.
yeah.
So that's what they need.
But like rugby is a contact sport, like contact, straight physical
Mm,
contact.
mm,
I think why they burned it, like it was a good idea. You
mhm,
understand? Because you play close to players, especially like you have to tackle them.
mm.
There's what you call a scrum.
Yes, I know the
You're in
scrum, yeah.
contact with players,
Sweaty and
sweaty.
all that stuff.
But it's
You
a
know,
fun sport though.
it is responsible. So, but also if the Springboks, you know, if the Springboks, they do opt to participate, they will begin their title defense against Argentina in Brisbane on November 7th.
Yeah,
And remember, then I said if they do participate, they're gonna be spending Christmas in quarantine.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But also now the time is 10:29. We have the great Warner, the great, who's gonna come do headlines.
yeah.
So I think let's just give her that space. Let's give her that space to do a thing. Good morning, Warner.
Morning.
How are you, Warner?
I'm great, thanks, and you?
We're good, thank you. We're good, thank you, Warner the Great.
Good.
So let's just give you your time to do your thing.
Oh, okay.
I think, well, if I'm not wrong, do I still have time? What, 10 seconds?
So I have 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Otherwise, how are you guys this
Are we
morning?
good? We good?
Nah, we're good. We're good. Let's just give you your time to do your
My
headlines, but
headlines.
let's just start with that. The ad,
All right.
our ad.
Yes.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Homo Show.
Yeah, and we are in Pride Month.
We are in Pride Month, and tonight
Celebrating queers.
Queers,
And all that
queers.
is queer.
So we're doing a fundraiser on the 29th of October. Kindly hosted by I Love Melville Live, and there's sponsored food and drink.
Entertainment.
We've got the Avalon Quartet. We've got the Mamas.
Lilo's going to perform.
And Robert Whitehead. Fancy City, I tell you. There was everybody everywhere.
Okay. In the headlines at the bottom of the hour, police crack down on drunk drivers and stop and search operation. Deputy Police Commissioner arrested. And Donald Trump claims he has protective glow and immunity from COVID 19. Your full news update will follow again at the top of the hour with myself, Warner Makungwane. Good morning, fam.
Warner, before you leave, what did Donald Trump says he has?
He has a protective glow and immunity from COVID 19 because he quickly recovered like after 3 days from
Oh,
they released him from hospital.
I
This
just
guy,
guy.
honestly, he's a legend. He is a legend.
Yeah, he's one of.
But yeah, you guys will hear more and more of that at the top of the hour.
All right.
Yeah,
No
so
problem.
he has a protective glow.
This guy, shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him, man.
Yo,
Yeah,
yeah,
no, yeah,
yeah,
no.
he's a legend.
Yeah, no, he's something else that man.
Something else.
Yo, no.
Mm.
Wow.
Oh, he's shocking, eh?
What's gonna be interesting is when teams in the American sports, when they win championships, they must go to the White House.
Yeah,
I doubt the Lakers are gonna go.
yeah. I doubt it too.
I doubt.
Yes, Corona.
Yeah, no,
Yes, Corona.
besides that, just I don't think that man, because LeBron James he really does not feel that dude.
Yeah, yeah.
He doesn't feel that dude at all.
Hmm.
At all. But anyway, guys, you listen to Sports Intake with Sifiso and Asirane Manyapelo on ilovemarvel.live. Give us like our page on Facebook, ilovemarvel.live.
Yeah.
Catch us on our website, ilovemarvel.live. You can listen to us on Sign Broadcaster. We're also on Twitter at ilovemarvel. So catch us on Twitter, catch us on Facebook. We are also on YouTube,
Yeah.
on Space Distribution channel, so you can catch us on there.
Mm.
Guys, all right, now we're going to move on to some Formula One news.
Formula
We're
One.
going to start with some MotoGP.
Should you start with MotoGP?
Yeah, let's kick it off with MotoGP,
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Danilo Petrucci won the MotoGP at France. That was actually his first win.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
What happened to where's Brad Binder?
I don't know. Like, like lately sports will shock you. Sports will shock you. You'd expect much from other people, but then see, there's new someone who's there.
Yeah, you know, Brad Binder is the South African motorcyclist. You know what I'm saying? So he's also there. He's also there in the MotoGP. I wonder what's going on with him, man.
And Alex Marquez from the 18th position to second place, a rookie, and it's Honda's first of the year too.
Are you serious?
A rookie from 18th place to second place. So close.
And the man was riding.
He was riding it. The guy. Oh. Well, big ups to the rookie, and it was Honda's first of the year too. So it was Honda's first win of the year too this year. So I think they'll extend this contract maybe.
Yeah, I mean, because I think I can see here that Brad Binder qualified 17th for that race.
Yeah,
So,
the MotoGP.
Yeah, MotoGP. So let's just wish him all the best for coming up. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head up, Brad. Keep your head up, Brad. You know, make South Africa proud.
Yeah.
That's what's important. Let's talk about now Formula One. What a great weekend. Lewis Hamilton has managed to tie Michael Schumacher for the most wins, 91 wins.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It was actually a record we could barely imagine would one day to be matched.
You know, when Michael Schumacher was just setting those records, he was just killing everything. He was just killing everything.
Well, after Lewis Hamilton equaled the legendary Michael Schumacher's win tally, he earned a special prize from Michael Schumacher's son, Mick Schumacher.
So he gave him Lewis one of his dad's helmets for when he was with Mercedes at that time, because before he retired he raced with Mercedes. So he gave his dad's helmet to
Lewis Hamilton. And his tweet was actually shocking. He says like records are there to be broken. He was tweeting about Lewis Hamilton.
True.
Well, that's some great sportsmanship from Mick Schumacher, actually.
Right, that's impressive, man. Also another one that's actually done well is Daniel Ricciardo. I mean, it's his first finally to end like Reynolds' podium weight. Basically, he was third place. He came in third. Then Max Verstappen came in second. Then Lewis Hamilton finished first.
Team Renault congratulated him actually.
Right, because it's been years since the last time they won actually on the podium. So I think that's
Because
Mhm.
Ricardo's tweet was like, "Is that the podium boys?" Then he end off with "Ha ha ha." Persistent pays off.
That's great,
Yeah.
man. But you know that now he's gonna be leaving, joining McLaren at the end of the season.
Mm.
So at least he left them with something,
Something, yeah.
and
At
it's
least
it's
a
a it's a
win.
fruitful it was a
Yeah.
fruitful relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's very promising, and I think for that, because he's had a tough season,
Yeah.
I think that's one thing that we need to congratulate him on.
Yeah. Well, Daniel Ricardo, third
Another
place.
There's a
Well
rumor
done.
going around in Formula One that Sebastian Vettel has actually purchased shares in Aston Martin.
This
So as
really.
you know, he's going to join the team
Yeah.
next season.
Yeah.
Um, Sebastian Vettel has confirmed that he's also bought shares in the famous British
Mm.
car company. That's gonna be wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then, yeah, we'll touch on it when we have like
like
proper
proper facts.
facts.
Because
Yeah.
now there's no like a certain statement. Because right now all he says is that everybody is free to do what they want to do with their money,
Yeah.
and all he knows that Aston Martin's a public company, and everybody and anyone is free to invest in the company. So
Mm.
that's impressive. I think
Well,
we should congratulate him on that.
yeah.
That's very grand. That's a
Well,
grand gesture.
that was a great Formula One weekend, right? Most
Mhm.
wins record matched by Lewis. Most starts record matched by Kimi. First podium for Ronald in 9 years.
So it was a record.
9
At least it was a
years.
record-breaking Eiffel GP,
Yeah.
race.
Yeah.
Let's touch on some trending sports topics. Let me just kick that on. Let me just kick those on. I'll give you like the five trending topics, or
Yeah.
like 7 or 8 or 10.
Yeah.
So number one is Liverpool and Manchester United propose major shake-up to English football.
Yeah.
Number two would be England and Belgium player ratings. Number three, LeBron leads the way as Lakers clinch 17th title.
Yeah.
Number four, why Southgate prefers Mount over Grealish. Number five, West Ham agree Benahama deal and
Mm.
bid for King. Number six, Bottas blow as Hamilton storms clear.
Mm.
Number seven, LeBron makes history with his latest finals MVP. Number eight, Hamilton opens up on matching Schumacher's record.
Yeah.
Number nine, Portugal and France drew, and Haaland hits hat trick.
Mm.
Number 10, Southgate turned it around as world number one, Belgium versus world number one, which
Yeah.
is Belgium. So those are sports trending topics. So now what should we touch on now, man? What should we move on to? Should we hit on some football news,
Now we're
or
heading on some football news.
where the money is? Where's where the money is?
Where the money is. All right, as you know, the UEFA Euro 2020 kicked off the Nations League.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So England went head to head with Belgium and Indian. England won 2-1.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm,
Then
mm-hmm. Yes.
Croatia with Sweden played. Then Croatia won 2-1 too.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually put a bet on it.
Well, who do you say is gonna win?
I said Croatia was gonna win.
And I said Sweden.
Yeah. It was last Friday. Oh no, last Tuesday. I told you. Like they have one of the greatest playmakers ever, like Luka
Sweden
Modric.
was off. I think Sweden was off.
Yeah, like Luka
I
Modric
think Sweden was off. Sweden was having a bad day.
was having a bad day.
I
Okay,
think
we let that one slide. Next time, just know which team to pick.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then Norway played against Romania, and Norway won 4-0.
Haaland scoring the hat trick.
Haaland scoring the hat trick. Like
It's
you
his
see,
first international hat
this
trick. As well.
this kind of scores, it's not right.
Which ones?
4-0 should keep the team's integrity. 4-0, that's bad. That's bad. See if at least it was like 4-1 or 4-2, yeah. Should have left them like score at least a goal or two. Just to for them to console themselves. Because 4-0, that's bad. Hey, that's bad. That's like basically all goal.
All right, move along, my brother. Yes.
Yeah, Finland played against Bulgaria and Finland won 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
Then Ireland played against the Wales and it was a draw. Because
Yes.
Ireland got a record also.
Yes, I actually
So it was
saw
an-
bits and pieces of the game this morning. Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So it wasn't a really great performance.
So
Yeah.
that was Saturday's sports.
That was Sunday sports actually.
Sunday was in France
The 11th.
or the 11th.
Yes. So Sunday's results. So
Yeah.
now we have to look at the fact that now Bosnia and Herzegovina and Netherlands drew 0-0,
No, two.
which is very disappointing.
No.
I must add, it was very disappointing. Another big disappointment.
You expected a great game,
Oh,
actually.
come on,
Like some
this is the
action.
Netherlands, man.
Netherlands.
Come on, guys.
Come
Netherlands
on.
have just been failing to win
Yeah.
ever since their coach left for Barcelona.
Oh,
Another shock result. So now both these teams, their winning streak has come to an end. France and Portugal, they
no.
played to a nil
No,
draw.
bro.
Greece brushed aside Moldova 2-0.
No.
Iceland and Denmark 3-0 to Denmark.
No.
Interesting, yeah, no. And I
Yeah.
said that was going to be a big game.
Yeah. Hey,
You
three
know,
nil.
so
3-0.
another one that basically a shock result would be, it wasn't really a shock result, disappointing result at that would be Poland and Italy playing to a 0-0 draw,
Yeah.
Russia and Turkey playing to a 1-0 draw, Scotland getting the better of Slovakia,
Mm.
winning 1-0,
Mm.
and Hungary and Serbia. Hungary wasn't hungry as they won
Yeah.
1-0.
Yeah. I thought that they're really hungry.
Yeah, I thought they'd be hungry for that game.
Mm.
Then we want to touch on some international matches that took over the weekend.
Mm.
Costa Rica and Panama. Panama won 1, which is a shock.
Yeah.
That's very shocking. South Africa and Zambia.
Hey, hey.
The site that I'm using gave me a wrong scoreline, but it 1-1, but it actually ended 2-1.
Yeah.
That's very disappointing.
Mm.
And Tanzania and Burundi, the game finished 1-0. Talking about South Africa and Zambia, did
Yeah.
you watch the game?
No.
Did you watch pictures? Because on Twitter, there's some trending there. People are very, very, very disappointed with the national team's new kit sponsor.
Yo.
You know?
Hey,
It's
hey,
very,
hey.
very disappointing.
Bafana.
Hey, Bafana Mala, you.
I keep
Hey,
Bafana
Bafana
straight.
Mala. Yes, you know, they need to cancel Bafana like they did Generations and
Yeah.
come back with Bafana the legacy. Like, you know.
Yeah, I
no,
get you. I get
like,
you.
no, man.
No.
This is
Dis-
bad.
it's
Like, you know, it's
disappointing.
sad. It's then doesn't the new kid sponsor make rain jackets or do they forget?
I don't understand too. I think they forgot. Or maybe they charged the money.
But those t-shirts, little one, man.
But you know, South African corruption.
Aye.
Maybe they charge the money. We'll never know, but it's not our news.
Hey,
Like
but it's not
politics.
our news. But hey,
We-
no, but, hey, but it's just bad.
It's just bad.
Yeah,
And
they
like
wearing
they-
their old sponsor. They covered in tape.
We were playing home
Mm-mm.
at the Royal Bafokeng.
Come on,
Come on.
that's disappointing. So now we're gonna touch on some Saturday football news. Luxembourg and Cyprus. Luxembourg got the body of Cyprus. 12 listeners in Cyprus. So sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, no. Well, maybe you have your own Bafana that side as well.
Yeah.
Spain and Switzerland 1-0 to Spain. Impressive. Ukraine and Germany. At least Ukraine, they didn't hit them for 7 again now. Because Germany won 2-1. Wasn't that bad? These
Yeah.
close score.
Close score.
It was a close score, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's at least, man. You know,
At least.
it's not bad.
It's not bad.
Not
Yeah.
bad. Not like 7 again. You know, the aggregate is like 9-3 now over the
Ooh.
past.
Ooh. That's a walkover.
Like, talking about another walkover, Brazil and Bolivia.
Yeah.
Guess the score.
Brazil, Bolivia. I would say Brazil 5-6-0.
Yeah, you got it right. 5-0.
5-0.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, because I know Firmino's not playing. That one he doesn't play. That one he doesn't play. Okay?
There's another one as well now. Colombia and Venezuela 3-0 to Colombia, which is not bad. I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good, man. I think it's good
Yeah.
at that. And then we're gonna move on to some more news that Ashley Young has tested positive for COVID-19.
Wow.
That's just something else.
He's still playing for Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Mm.
And he's one of 6 other players that have the COVID-19 virus. So Inter Milan is just going over. It's just going through a pandemic, the second wave of pandemic. So that's why it shows, guys, just keep clean, keep your mask on,
And they should stop partying.
Wash your hands. You know what I'm saying?
Abraham. He
You know,
threw a party.
Abraham.
A lot of players tested positive now.
And you know, in the States, I mean, the UK, the maximum amount of people you can have in a gathering is 6.
Wow.
When they say 50, you know, so there were more than 6 there. So yeah,
even now it's increased, right? Since level 1. Now I think you can.
Yeah, level 1 is like now it's
250.
like 250. It's 250. It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll see Pambi, you know.
Yeah.
Now let's touch on some local soccer news, man.
Oh,
You know, this is a big one.
yeah.
This is a big one. And that Steve Compella has joined Mamelodi Sundowns ahead of the 2020-2021 season. So he left his post. He resigned late last night
Yeah,
from
that's
Golden
confirmed
Arrows,
today morning.
but now it's been confirmed that Steve Compella will be joining Mamelodi Sundowns. He's not joining as a replacement,
Yeah.
Pitso Misiman.
He's,
So
he's the
Mangoba,
senior coach
he's
now.
a senior coach, but he'll be reporting to Rulani Mokwenya and Mangoba Ngiti,
Yeah.
who they replaced Compella as joint coaches. It's gonna be interesting.
What is Patrice Motsepe doing though? 3 coaches.
Hey man, I think three heads are better than one.
Yeah.
And I think all three of those coaches have their own experiences
Yeah. I think
in
they can
terms
just
of,
get along. Actually.
they can. I know Rulani Mokwena and Steve Kwambela, they get along very well.
Yeah.
They get along very well. So it's going to be very interesting to see what turns out.
Because
And
like as coaches, like you have different tactics.
true,
Yeah.
true.
Each and every coach have their own tactics. Some coach would say, no, let's play with the 4-4-2 formation. The other one say, no, 4-5-1.
4-5-1. And then
Some
you
other
play.
will prefer to defend with 3 defenders.
Then five
Yeah.
defenders there.
You understand? So I just hope they get along actually. And we'll see the 2020-2021 season, what we'll have for Mamelodi Sundowns actually. But now it's called the DSTV Premiership.
DSTV Premiership, man. That's true. That's true. So another big coup, another big story that you heard it first here on Sports Intake.
Yeah.
Is that Maputi Kanyeza has left TX Galaxy
Yeah.
to return to KwaZulu Natal to work with Mandla Ncikazi, who is set to become the head coach of Golden Arrows.
Wow.
So Swallows Arrows just want to promote Ncikazi following Steve Kompella's departure to join Mamelodi Sundowns. So basically, Maputi Kanyeza will join as assistant coach at his former team. That he played there for a very long time. And I think it's great. Just to keep, you don't need to get a new coach altogether. It doesn't really make sense, As you know, that Kanyeza was set to become the Galaxy's multi-choice Disky Challenge coach this season, after the club bought Highlands Park and reappointed Dan Malisela. So I think that's great for him.
Yeah,
but in all, this weekend it's just showed that's just pushing.
Yeah,
it's pushing South African.
Because I see, I think
coaches.
They still have to confirm that the MTN 8 will kick off this weekend or not.
Why? Wasn't King off on the weekend?
I think they said other players were tested, and there's still also the transfer window deal still happening, and players' contracts still being terminated. I don't know what's happening since Absa pulled out, but I think it will kick off actually.
It's a lot. Also, now we want to talk about still the DSTV Championship actually. There's a coach called Norman Mapeza, used to coach Chipa United, so he was the coach of TTM. So this man, he's already. This is what's going to happen now. TTM has no coach. He's supposed to be playing on the weekend.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be coaching TTM. So now, you know what I'm saying? He arrived in the country last week with the intention of signing the contract with the team.
Yeah.
He was in charge of a few training sessions, then Pretoria at the High Performance Center.
Yeah.
There's no news now. Now they've been now. I've just been informed that Norman Mapeza has decided against joining the club. You know why?
Why?
I will say Benzege. I will say Benzege, Shem. Yeah, no, it's not working. I can see no, this is not where I want to be. And they're supposed to be taking on SuperSport United on Saturday.
Now what's going to happen?
This Saturday.
Is the game still going on?
It's going to go on. The life goes on, man.
Without a coach?
Fit. We've seen other things. We've seen a club owner who coaches his own team. Ning Ning, he's the bus driver.
Ning Ning is a medical doctor. I bet that's a legend.
Maybe he's also the HR.
He's everything.
He's everything.
He's everything.
So you see what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
But on another front, on the South African front, is that guess what might happen in January? Percy Tau would finally be in the Premier League.
In the Premier League?
Yeah. Remember, he was bought by Brighton.
Oh, yeah.
He's been loaned out.
Yeah.
So now it seems Percy Tau could actually be joining the Premier League in January. As you know that UK, there's going to be the Brexit. So amendments to work regulations in the UK could see Percy Tau finally make his mark in England 2 years after joining Brighton from Mamelodi Sundowns.
Well, he should shine.
I
I
mean,
hope I hope he does go to the Premier League.
I think it's great because I mean he's received like valuable experience, Champions League
Yeah,
experience. He's come up against Real Madrid,
yeah.
the best players in the world. I mean, it's impressive. I think I'd love for that to happen. At least we have the Lion of Judah there in the Premier League doing his things, man. He's
Yeah.
doing his things, you know.
Mm,
That'll be very impressive. I think that would be great
yeah.
for the country as well. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Any other news you want to touch on, my brother?
All right. I see now on Twitter the official PSL page.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's confirmed now
Mm-hmm.
that the MTN8 quarterfinal fixtures, but then it will be in line with COVID-19 regulations. All four matches
100%.
will be played behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
So it will kick off this weekend, the 17th and the 18th,
And we'll touch more on that
Friday.
on Friday.
Yeah,
We'll let you know what's happening on Friday,
with all the
guys.
times and all the fixtures.
Yeah.
Mm.
Also, when you touch on MotoGP, maybe I was asking about Brad Binder, where he finished.
Oh yeah,
He actually finished 12.
even a 12.
Yeah, he finished 12. I mean, from 17,
Yeah.
to 12. He could have watched out that man that went from number 18 to number 1 and
Number two, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Alex Marquez
I know.
from 18th to second place,
That means they
and
was
he's a
papatling
rookie.
there. He's papatling there. He said, cheers, Binder.
Plus, we do Bafana Baba fresh.
Ah, yeah.
Fresh. They're always there.
I know you were saying,
From
man.
I-
I'll see you guys. I
I'll see
know
you.
me, I'm not there. I'm not there, you know what I'm saying?
It is-
Also, in some more Formula One news, Ferrari confirmed that they'll have a completely new engine next year.
yeah.
Let's hope that'll work out for them.
Yo, like the Ferrari engine so fast, eh?
In
I wonder
all
how
honesty,
these guys do it, eh?
Ferrari engine is fast.
Mm.
It's so those men, man. You seen how Ferrari's been? Come on, man. It's like this guy. Like, what more do we need, man?
I don't know. Me, I always drive under the speed limit. Always.
No, but like Ferrari in F1, man, they're so lame, man. I mean, they haven't been performing quite well,
Yeah.
from my opinion.
Mercedes actually has been.
Isn't like aren't Ferrari engines supposed to be more superior than
Mercedes.
Mercedes?
Yeah, it should be.
Come on.
But you know how Germans love their cars, though.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, you're Ferrari, man. You must act like a Ferrari.
A horse,
You
some horsepower.
must get some horsepower in there, dude. You must get some
Then
horsepower.
here's
in
the
there.
question: is it Mercedes or is it Lewis Hamilton? They said you shouldn't worry about what's in your engine. You should worry about the drive.
Oh, it's like size doesn't matter.
Basically.
Hey man, maybe use some chats for Marvel Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no,
Yeah,
from
Marvel
our side,
Rush.
no.
From
you know
our
what I'm
side,
saying?
no,
man.
Hey, but shout out to Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, he matched the record.
Black man doing the thing. You know what I'm saying?
91 Formula
That's
wins.
impressive. But all in all, my man, let's just wrap it up today.
Yeah.
Let's call it a day. This
Yeah.
was us with your sports intakes, Sifiso and Asirane. Just let's not forget to name our sources. Our sources, basically, your Sky Sports News 24. We
Yeah.
got some Twitter news over there, some PGA Championship.com. What else do we have? We also have
Super Sport.
Kickoff. We also have Far Post. So we lose a lot of other sources, my man.
Especially on Twitter, also like
On Twitter as well. If you know anything, hit us up, man. Hashtag
Yeah.
sports intake on ilovemalvo.live.
live.
I think, my man, we're gonna wrap it up now.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Let's call it a day.
You wanna call it a day? Unchide, what are you doing today in this cold weather?
What am I doing? After here, I think I'm gonna go work again.
You're gonna be working again.
Yeah, I'll be working again.
Are you making that money?
Yeah, you know
in
me.
this cold
Dog.
weather.
I get booked for shoots, so wait till as Amarale da. Don't have anything permanent yet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No. All right, my man.
Mm.
So this is sports intake. We'll catch you on Wednesday. We don't have a show tomorrow. We'll have a show tomorrow, just confirm. But we'll catch
just
everyone on
confirm.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's it from Sports Intake. I'm Sifiso Felang, Asirane Manyapelo. It's been good, guys. Cheers.
Have a blessed week. Oh, what's the song?